So let's talk about some of these early stage projects that are securing funding. There's a lot of folks in Web3 that you and I know that they are desperate for funding. They want to know, where is the money going? And we just talked about Solana and the conference that they've had. That is essentially where a lot of the money is going right now.
Yeah, it's true. And like I mentioned, we usually go through three interesting projects that fundraise, and I kind of did not even intentionally choose three Solana projects. I just chose them because they were super interesting. The first one is Pipe Network, or the entity is called Permissionless Labs. So Multicoin led a $10 million round into Permissionless Labs, and they're building a blockchain-based content delivery network. So if you kind of take a look at all these websites, right, like Riverside that we're using right now to record this podcast, all of these, any website that delivers like video or audio, right, all these websites rely on networks of servers to deliver video and audio to their end users. And in order to deliver this content fast, like the servers need to be kind of like geographically close to end users. So like the closer you are to like an AWS data center, I live in DC, there's one in Northern Virginia, the faster essentially I would get my content, kind of all like, of course it depends on like the plan that I have, the internet plan I have, but like all other things being equal, I'm gonna get the content faster if I'm closer to a data center. So like the Pipe Network is building out this network where essentially the community will get tokens to have content delivery network nodes in the places where they're needed most, and then they can lend their existing community power. So kind of like Helium. I think most people know Helium, where that's more for Wi-Fi and mobile access. But now this is for like the kind of core content delivery that happens on like every website. So you talk a lot about huge companies, right? We mentioned AWS, Google Cloud, Akamai, Cloudflare. They've got data centers everywhere. They're the ones that Pipe Network is going after, essentially taking market share in a more community-oriented basis, like we do here on blockchain. So super interesting stuff.
Everyone's trying to get a little bit of piece of the pie, right? From AWS and Google and all of the big guys. Next, I want to talk about is kind of something a little bit more near and dear to my heart, which is on the health optimization side. I saw you sent me this. I thought that was pretty cool. So it looks like this is like a competitor to Oura. It's like a ring that you wear, and I know there's like an AI component, and it's all being tracked on the blockchain, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, Cudis, I guess it's not. Sorry if I'm messing that up. But Cudis, they raised $5 million for a blockchain-based AI-powered wearable. So like you mentioned, it's essentially Oura Ring. It tracks your health and wellness data, but it also has that AI component where there's like an AI-powered health coach, and then it's got the blockchain component where it tracks the activity and then provides rewards as users reach their goals. They can earn points. And then I think eventually there'll be some kind of financial reward like a token. So just like another cool application of a real world object, and then that incentive layer that really only blockchain can provide. Would you use this? Like, what do you do with your health tracking, and like, how would this play into your everyday life?
Yeah, I usually would just wear a watch that tracks everything for me. But my only concern about this is, we had the move to earn where you had like specific sneakers and it would track. And at first, when you wore it, your rewards were like insanely high, right? And then over time, those rewards diminished. And so I know that there were a lot of concerns and issues around tokenomics. So I hope that there was some kind of learning lesson there, and we're not just repeating the same mistake heading into this bull market, everybody being greedy and marketing these crazy results, and at the end of the day not making it sustainable enough. So I mean, I like the physical aspect of it. The ring looks pretty cool, looks sleek. I'm just curious, I'm just not sure about the tokenomics of what they're going to be building.
Yeah, I mean that's such an important part of all of this. I mean, whether or not it is kind of a blank to earn protocol or just in general, like kind of any blockchains, tokenomics is such an important part of it. But yeah, I mean, I just think that it just proves out the point that it's going to take a while to get to perfect these things, but it just proves out that like just having blockchain as just the source of truth and its incentivization layer is such a powerful kind of new business model and new form of new way to change user behavior. And this is a really good change, right? I think some might argue that maybe play to earn and gaming is kind of forces you to sit down and sit on your butt all day to earn money, right? But this is quite the opposite, right? This is like being healthy and moving and exercising. So yeah, hopefully they'll get the tokenomics right, but I think it's a step in the right direction for this incentivizing positive behavior.
Another positive behavior is with this project, Fuse, I believe, which, by the way, I would say Multicoin has been on a tear. We talked about Pipe Network, and they were, I think, the lead investor there, and same thing for this project here, which is revolved around renewable energy.
Yeah, what's cool about this deal is that actually Fuse didn't start as like a blockchain project. As far as I know, they've been around for like 3 years now, and they've been kind of like this traditional renewable energy startup, like operating and maintaining like solar and wind farms all around the UK. So traditional business, traditional renewable energy startup. But now they've kind of come around to say, look, we can again use blockchain to kind of incentivize the optimal behaviors around renewable energy. So with this fundraise, they're launching a token called Project Zero. So essentially, it's a utility token that consumers can earn and then use to get discounts on energy from Fuse. And also, it's just a change of behavior. Essentially, they've got this thing called demand response, and where users can like adjust their energy consumption based on the availability of the energy from Fuse. So if there's, for some reason, if there's some surge in energy in the UK and Fuse's renewable energy is being used at a faster clip for I don't know, some kind of corporate usage, they can tell their app users, their retail app users, like, hey, can you turn off your lights for a couple hours, or not or use your devices less for a couple hours, right? And then they can kind of earn tokens from adhering to those behaviors, so help Fuse kind of get to steady state better, more quickly, and then get notified to, hey, turn back your lights on, it's all good. So like, just again, it's that like that tokenization that allows these companies to really change the behavior to make a better situation for both the users as well as the company. So pretty cool use again.
I'm seeing a trend. Even the last time you and I connected, we talked about Puff Paw, and now with these particular projects, there's a lot of emphasis on rewarding good behavior, which is really nice to see, because we talk about some of the behavior that's happening in the crypto industry at some of these conferences. And so it's good to end it on this note where there's people that are building some amazing solutions to reward good behavior. That's what we all want to see. So, Mike,
Amen.
Real pleasure. Thanks a lot for all the insights, and we'll be back again next time. If you found this video helpful, please share it with a friend, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.